All right, everyone. Wow, I don't even know where to begin. Sis, we're looking at the camera. It was a hectic morning, to say the least. We are really speechless about the whole situation.
I just said that was probably the most hectic hunt I've ever been on.
Absolutely the most hectic hunt.
It would have been hectic with just me and him, let alone with the kids.
Yeah.
That just put it over the top.
So we had birds. We came out here last night, and Blake had shot his bird yesterday morning, and obviously that was a great experience. And then next, we can take your earplugs out now, sis. We were ready to bring Kinley out here. She's 4 years old. Blake's 11, and a killing machine. So it's Kinley's time to get out there, and we work hard at home getting her ready to go. And she was fired up to get out here. And we came out here last night, like I was saying, and me and Bo and my little boy Clay Jr. came out, and we were down at the other end of this power line. I don't know if you can see it behind us, but this is a big power line. And basically, as soon as we pulled in, we looked down here, we had gobblers all over the place. I mean, we were like, that's all we needed to know. It was about an hour before the sun was going down, so we knew the birds would be roosted all in here. And sure enough, we get in here this morning. Well, actually, let me take a step back. What we did, we went clear around the back part of the property. It's almost dark, keeping in mind, and we drop our stuff off. And we come back this morning, our chairs are gone, our equipment's run over, my tripods are broken. You sit here and say, well, you're the fools for leaving them out here. But what we wanted to do was give these kids the easiest way in, where we didn't have to set up a ton of stuff. It ended up making things a whole lot worse.
Yes.
I mean, it was like a nightmare getting things set up in here.
Carrying everything in.
So we got out here super early. Tripods are broken. We're trying to get things rigged up. It was, like I said, equipment that got beat down. Our audio was rough. So anyways, the main point of the whole deal was these kids. It's Youth Weekend here in Florida for us, and it's breaking daylight. We're still getting things set up, and the birds just start firing off. Boom, just hammering.
And that gets to start shaking.
Oh,
put
man.
Stuff together.
I'm hyperventilating, and next thing you know, we got a big gobbler come out. So Kinley, down here you can use rifles, and the reason why we have Kinley using a 223 is because there's no kick, and so we've been practicing with that. She was able to get on the decoys and everything, but this bird worked in, and I'm talking set around for what, probably five to 7 minutes, and she just couldn't get on it, didn't feel comfortable with the shot. That bird got a little uneasy, left. So we're sitting there, I called Bo, we're just side by side in the blind. I'm like, I was like, what, was Blake not able to get up? Because I finally said, Blake, shoot him. You can kill 2 birds down here for the year. So Blake was backing up Kinley essentially. And then Bo said, we got two. I looked down and there's 2 studs, this one being one of them. Yeah. And so at that point, I wasn't really sure what the game plan was. But make a long story short, these birds worked in, we had them fired up. Blake lowers the boom on this bird right here. He drops. And me and Bo had just talked about this. This other bird stayed around forever, and Kinley was trying to get on him, and we were just, it's tough, Kinley's never shot a bird before. She's 4 years old, and she loves it. But it was an awesome experience. All you can ask for is that we were able to see that stuff. Did you have fun, sis?
Yeah.
That was neat, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy to be able to see that kind of action, sis. I mean, those birds were gobbling in front of us. I don't even know if she probably remembers anything because she's sitting there trying to get on this bird the whole time. She's trying to find this bird in the scope. So, I hate that she wasn't able to just experience it, but, she made the right move, because there was a couple times where she was on him and she's like, move it a little more, Daddy, move it a little more, and I'm trying to help her out. But she didn't take the shot, which is the right move. If you're not on the bird, you don't shoot them, and that was the right play by Kinley, which was awesome to see. And like I said, Blake.
I think we got a bird right here.
We got a bird. That's us. This is what it's all about. We all got one. We came hunting together, and
definitely team effort.
It really never matters who shoots the bird, as long as you walk out of the woods with one. Well, it doesn't even matter about that, but But it was awesome experience. Blake, I don't even know what to say about you. You got the 4-leaf clover in your back pocket, son.
Back to back.
What he's killed a hog, an 8-pointer,
Yeah, a couple of points.
2 longbeards this year.
Yeah, this
So
year, yeah.
he is on fire.
Definitely on fire.
So
And he didn't. Cool story about this fan. When we were scouting yesterday, when we spotted the birds, this particular bird was at full strut because we kept saying, "I wonder if somebody shot and missed him," which is very common.
Yep.
They'll blow off the top of the tail. But this specific bird is the one that roosted over here. We know by that tail right there.
Yeah, and we saw several other gobblers, but this was the one that kept standing out because that tail was missing
He
right
was
there.
full strut the whole time.
We saw
I mean,
2.
We saw 3 gobblers. Remember the first one came in,
Yeah.
and then he ran off, and then 2 more came in.
Yeah, that's what I said. We saw 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, or 3.
It was awesome.
What's that?
We had a blast.
It's probably blood from up there.
Yeah.
But anyways, that was a lot of fun. Gosh, that happened as quick as you could possibly
Boom, boom, boom,
ask
boom.
for.
Hey, yesterday we had a bird down at 7:20. Today, probably 8. So.
Dang it! Oh well, it's an hour behind though. It's an hour forward.
Oh yeah.
We're way earlier than yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Way earlier.
Yeah.
Because it was automatic, man. These birds
right.
pitched down. They hammered on the roost.
You're right.
They did shut up though. They worked out to this road, and then they once they saw the decoys, they were locked in. We got our Avian X. Let me grab this real quick, sis. There you go. That's the decoy right there. We love using that decoy.
It's got.
My bike's coming off and everything else.
It's got an hour and a half total in the woods this season. It's got 2 birds on the ground.
I mean, I love it because, you know, you put that Jake out there, it's not as intimidating. Matter of fact, we got a report from down south that the birds were really skittish, locking up, wouldn't commit to the decoys. Typically, you know, what we did in the past, we started off with those beam ovals, and birds, you know, they'd either skirt them or they'd come in full, you know, all out. And it was pretty neat to see it. But this thing does the best of both worlds. You know, these turkeys come in fired up on it. Looks like we're about to get some rain. We're supposed to get some storms moving in here, but it was awesome, man. Bo, appreciate you teaming up with us. Blake, good shooting, man. I can't, man, you're dead eye now.
Yeah.
Pounding that 12 gauge.
Took that miss a few years ago to heart.
Got blood in his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, sis? Is that pretty cool?
Yeah.
Maybe Blake will let you have a couple of those feathers. Well, we'll get back out here and shoot another one, sis.
Yeah.
Now it's Daddy's turn to do some shooting.
Yeah.
Are you going to sit in with me while I shoot some turkeys this year, sis?
If you can get them before I do.
Hey, you're tagged out.
done,
You have no more
I'm
tags.
in a tree.
No, you only get 2.
Yeah, that's it. You are
You
done.
have to go to another state.
Stick a fork in you. You're going to have to go to Georgia.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, there we go.
All right, brother.
All right. Nice job. High five, sis.
Good job, buddy.
Sis, high five.
High five.
Blake,
Yeah.
my man.
Daddy.
I don't have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
We'll see you guys next time.
Sit down.
Daddy's got blood in his mouth.
Yep.
Blood in his mouth.
Because he shot him. What do you mean, why is there blood in his mouth?